Good morning, my dear students. Myself Pooja Jalan, your maths teacher from Srimati LP Savani Vidya Bhavan. Today we will learn chapter 14, How Big, How Heavy. Children, today we will learn volume and its units. Here you can see a water-filled jug. Now drop this ball into this jug. As soon as ball fall in the jug, some water spill out the jug. Why this happen? Because every object occupies some space, which we call the volume of the object. Now we will measure the volume of this ball. First, fill the jug completely once again with water. Now put the ball in the water, and this time whatever water spill out the jug, that we will pour in this measuring glass. Here you can see the water level is 50, means the volume of this ball is 50 ml. Children, can you find out the volume of any solid in this way? Yes, let us try. Once again, fill the jug completely. Then drop one marble in this water. Now whatever water spill out, that we once again pour in this measuring glass. Now here water level is 10. So what is the volume of the marble? Yes, the volume of the marble is 10 ml. Here this squirrel wants to collect 100 bottle caps. So she is thinking which size of jar she will need to put this 100 bottle caps. For that, she will find the volume of 10 bottle caps first. For that, she fills this measuring glass with water up to 50 ml. Then after, she put all these 10 bottle caps inside this water. After putting all these 10 bottle caps, you can see the water level is 150. Here you can see previously without bottle caps, the reading is 50 ml. After putting all 10 bottle caps, the reading is 150 ml. So, volume of 10 bottle caps is equal to 150 minus 50 is equal to 100 ml. Means the volume of 10 bottle caps is equal to 100 ml. If the volume of 10 bottle caps is equal to 100 ml. Then, what is the volume of 100 bottle caps? So, the volume of 100 bottle caps is equal to 100 multiply 10. So, volume of this 100 bottle caps is equal to 1000 ml. Now, 1000 ml is equal to 1 liter. So, the volume of 100 bottle caps is equal to 1 liter. Means she will need 1 liter capacity jar to collect 100 bottle caps. Children, now I want to measure the volume of these coins, but I don't have measuring glass. So how can I find volume of these coins? Let us make our own measuring glass. For that you require one empty transparent jar. Jug or any other empty bottle, and one empty medicine bottle or shampoo bottle or any oil bottle or any other bottle that you are having at your home. Now I am going to use this 20 ml empty medicine bottle. First of all, fill this empty bottle with water completely. Then after, pour this 20 ml water in this transparent jar. Now mark 20 ml with marker. Same way, fill again this 20 ml capacity bottle with water completely. Again, pour this water in this transparent jar. Mark here 40 ml. 20 plus 20, 40 ml. Same way, mark 60 ml, 80 ml. Now our measuring glass or jar is ready. So children, let us find volume of the coins by using our own homemade measuring jar. Here I want to find out volume of 10 5 rupee coins and 10 1 rupee coins. Here, to find the volume of 10 1 rupee coin, I fill this jug with water 20 ml. Then I put 10 1 rupee coins in this water. So the water level will become 40 ml. Means the volume of 10 1 rupee coins is equal to 40 ml minus 20 ml is equal to 20 ml. Same way, for finding the volume of 10 5 rupee coins, first I fill this measuring jar with water up to 40 ml. Then after putting 10 5 rupee coins, water level will become 80 ml. Means the volume of 10 5 rupee coins is equal to 80 ml minus 40 ml is equal to 40 ml. Children, what would be the volume of the boxes which can be used by Raju and Bablu in order to store 100 coins of 1 rupee and 100 coins of 5 rupees? As we know that volume of 10 1 rupee coins is equal to 20 ml, right? So, volume of 100 1 rupee coins is equal to question mark. Let us solve it. 20 multiply 100 divide by 10. Solve this equation. 10 tens are 100 means 20 multiply 10 is equal to 200. So volume of 100 1 rupee coins is equal to 200 ml. Same way volume of 10 5 rupee coins is equal to 40 ml. So, volume of 100 5 rupee coins is equal to question mark. Let us solve this. 40 multiply 100 divide by 10. Solve this equation. 10 tens are 100. So, 40 multiply 10 is equal to 400. So, the volume of 105 rupee coins is equal to 400 ml. Volume of solid shapes. Here in this picture, how many compass boxes are there? Let us count. From bottom, in first layer, there are 16 compass boxes. Second layer, 9 boxes are there. Third layer, 4 boxes are there. And the last one is 1 box is there. So, total 16 plus 9 plus 4 plus 1 is equal to 30 compass boxes. Now, suppose the volume of each compass box is equal to 96 cubic centimeters. So, what is the total volume of these 30 compass boxes? For that, we have to multiply 96 by 30. After multiplying, we get answer 2880 cubic centimeters. That is the volume of these 30 compass boxes. Children, can you guess what will be the volume of the house? Here, 3 dimensions are given. Length is equal to 3 meters, breadth is equal to 3 meters, and height is also equal to 3 meters. So, let us find its volume. There is one formula to find out volume. It is V is equal to L into B into H. Here L is 3 meter, breadth is 3 meter, H is also 3 meter. 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So, the volume of this cube is 27 meter cube, or we can say 27 cube meters. Now, I want to find out volume of this cuboid shaped juice box. So, formula will remain same, that is volume V is equal to L into B into H. Here L is given 10 centimeter, B is given 4 centimeter, H is given 3 centimeter. So 10 fours are 40 and 40 threes are 120. Centimeter cube, or we can write 120 cubic centimeters. Now I want to find out the volume of 50 such cuboid shaped juice boxes. So for that I have to multiply 50 by volume of a box. So equal to 50 multiply 120, that is the volume of one box. So after multiplying these two numbers 50 and 120, we will get answer 6000 cubic centimeters. That is the volume of 50 such juice boxes. Children, now suppose the weight of one ant is equal to 100 milligram. Now what is this milligram? Milligram is the smallest unit of weight measurement, and 1000 milligram is equal to 1 gram. Suppose the weight of this many ants is 2000 milligram. Now let us convert milligram into gram. For that we have to write formula 1000 milligram is equal to 1 gram. So 2000 milligram is equal to question mark. Let us solve it. 2000 multiply 1 divide by 1000. Let us solve this equation. 0 0 0 cut. So answer is 2 gram. (2000 milligram is equal to 2 gram. Now suppose the weight of this many ants is 1000 gram. Now I want to convert gram into kilogram. So for that the formula is 1000 gram is equal to 1 kilogram. So 1000 gram is equal to 1 kilo. Children, now let us understand some interesting examples on weight and its units. Suppose I want to convert 1450 grams into kilogram. As we know that 1000 grams is equal to 1 kilogram. So 1450 grams is equal to question mark. So 1450 divide by 1000. Means answer is 1.450. 1450 grams is equal to 1.450 kg, means 1 kilogram 450 grams. Means whenever we want to convert grams into kilogram, or we can say whenever we want to convert small unit to bigger unit, at that time you have to divide by 1000. Now next is, suppose I want to convert 2 grams into milligrams. So as we know that 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligrams. So 2 grams is equal to 2 multiplied 1000, that is equal to 2000 milligram. Means whenever I want to convert grams into milligrams, means bigger unit to the smaller unit, at that time you have to multiply by 1000. So thank you my dear students. Stay home, stay safe and complete your work.